elimination and 7th win.
Okay? Then? Yes.
Against a social media star for allegedly sparking a massive riot in Manhattan's Union Square. It's Kai Cenat with inciting a riot and unlawful.
Kai Cenat. He didn't just play the game, he was the game. He turned his little bedroom into a global stage. He was the first creator that bridged the gap between a content creator and a global superstar. But look closely at his last few months. The energy felt forced, the smile didn't reach to his eyes, and behind the $100 million deals, there was just a man drowning in his own fame. A devastating breakup, devastating mental health problems, and the man not being able to hold the weight of his fame. So in today's video, we are gonna look at how and why the king finally walked away.
Even like accurate.
Before the diamonds, there was just a dirt. Kai Cenat started with a vision that most people laughed at. In 2018, he was just another kid with a webcam, but he had something you can't teach. He had relatability and he had his personality. He wasn't a pro gamer, he was just a funny guy from the block. He started on YouTube doing skits that resonated with a generation tired of perfect influencers. So after making his skits on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook, he took that hunger and he moved to Twitch in 2021. And the timing was perfect. The whole world was coming out of a lockdown and people were starving for connection. Kai didn't just stream, he hosted a 24/7 party. He turned his fanbase, aka Mafia, into a global family. He basically proved that if you are loud enough and consistent, the world eventually has to listen. But the rocket ship didn't truly take off until AMP, aka Any Means Possible. It was a brotherhood that redefined and changed the whole context of streaming houses, and it wasn't just another hype house, it was the real deal. Kai, Phenom, Agent, Duke, Davis and Chris. They created a synergy that Twitch had never seen before.
Wait, what?
But let's take a quick shortcut because I can talk about his whole story. So right now we will talk about the main thing, which is called Mafiathon. Kai decided to stream for 30 days straight. It was a test of human endurance and he broke the record, 300,000 active subscribers. He basically became the undisputed #1. Suddenly, Kai wasn't just a streamer, he was the original gatekeeper, because if you were a rapper and you were about to drop an album but you weren't on Kai's stream, did you even drop the album? Every rapper from America, or at least from his close circle, came to his stream, came to his bedroom and promoted any music they were about to drop. Nicki Minaj, Lil Baby, even Ice Spice, Blueface. They all came to his room. He was basically their connection with the younger generation. And then after all that, he met Ray. The legendary partnership with a kid from Japan showed Kai's global reach. They were the duo the internet didn't know it needed.
On your face, what? I don't know what that means, but my
Kai was basically at the top of the mountain, but as any climber will tell you, the air is very thin at the summit. But one of the biggest hits that broke his career at the start was the day the dream turned into a nightmare. August 4th, 2023, Kai announced a giveaway at Union Square in New York. He expected just a few fans. He got a riot. Thousands of people flooded the streets, cars were smashed, and the city was basically paralyzed.
You are ordered to disperse.
Police charged influencer Kai Cenat with inciting a riot and unlawful assembly. He avoided the spotlight while being released from custody.
The images of Kai being held away by the NYPD went worldwide. For the first time, Kai wasn't the one in the control of the narrative. The mainstream media painted him as a reckless savage. The legal fees, the court dates, and the public opinions began to weigh on him. The funny guy started looking kind of tired. It wasn't just the legal trouble, it was the tiredness and the exhaustion Kai had to go through. Imagine being on for 15 days straight. Imagine being on while you are going to pee, while you have to brush your teeth, while you are going to sleep. Basically, his whole dream smashed him and caged him in his own fame. Every move you make is clipped, analyzed and judged by millions. Kai began talking about burnout, but the mafia wanted more. He became a prisoner of his own success. So his mental health wasn't just slipping, it was collapsing. He started mentioning that he felt like a character in a movie that you cannot stop filming.
To us. To Taiwan. Ni hao.
Then came the biggest personal blow he ever got, even the media didn't know about, because there were rumors starting to circulate about his breakup with his, at that moment, girlfriend, and it ended as true. He was lonely in a room while 100,000 of people were watching him. His friends did go through breakups, but they were moving on, finding new partners, and he was just locked up in his room, trying to be a personal clown for hundred thousands of viewers. The breakup wasn't just about the girl, it was about the realization that he sacrificed his life for just digital numbers and people on stream. He was the richest guy on Twitch, but emotionally, he was basically going bankrupt. So, why did he finally walk away? Because he had to choose between being Kai Cenat or being alive. Suddenly, the guy who was famous for being a clown in front of people found his new hobby, found his new obsession.
It's within me. That is why I quit.
That was fashion design. But he wasn't just slapping a logo on a shirt as he did with his merch. He started the craft from the scratch. He was obsessed with the cut and sew process, with the silhouettes, and making literally new designs no one ever saw before. This was the birth of his brand, Vivet. For the first time, Kai wasn't just a face on screen, he was a designer. He was trying to prove that he could be more than just a Twitch's loudest creator. Then after that, he started his side YouTube channel where he basically started developing himself and working on himself. He basically started reading, started going to gym, even started making the videos of him sewing and learning the craft. Me personally, I'm so happy for him. I loved him as a content creator, but I can't imagine how heavy it must be for a person like him. The king is gone, but his legacy is a warning to every other content creator. Watch the throne, because it might be really, really heavy. Was Kai right to leave, or did he let the mafia down? Let me know in the comments. And this was the story of a man who had everything and decided it wasn't enough. See you in the next one.